The sun was dipping low over the small mountain town, painting the streets in a warm gold that almost hid its quiet loneliness. I had just stepped out of the corner grocery store when I saw him. A massive biker with leather vest patches, chains rattling at his sides, and a stare sharp enough to slice stone. His Harley roared beside him, chrome gleaming like a warning. I froze, not because of the biker, but because of the little girl hiding behind me. Her name was Amina, maybe 7 years old. Dark hair, bright eyes, dusty cheeks. I'd met her only 5 minutes earlier when she tugged on my jacket, voice trembling. "Sir, can you help me find my mommy? I lost her." I told her I would help. I didn't know that decision would lead to a moment that would shake a man's soul. Now, standing in front of the Hell Angels biker, I felt Amina grip my shirt tightly. He pointed at me, at her, at the tattoo on my forearm. A small, faded design I had gotten years ago when life was different, when I was younger, braver, or simply more foolish. "You," he growled. "Where did you get that?" People across the street slowed down. I could feel the weight of his presence pressing into my chest. But Amina surprised both of us. She stepped out from behind me, looked up at the biker with innocent confusion, then said the words that froze the air between us. "Hello, sir. My older sister has that tattoo too." The biker's entire face changed. His jaw loosened. His eyes widened. His hands, clenched into tight fists, slowly dropped to his sides. He staggered back half a step, as if the ground beneath him suddenly vanished. "Your sister?" he whispered, voice cracking. "Right here. If you believe that life sometimes places you in the exact moment you're meant to be in, take a second to like, comment, and subscribe to Kindness Valley. Stories of courage, compassion, and unexpected connections help us all remember the good we're capable of." The biker looked at the girl as if he were seeing a ghost. A storm of emotions churned under his rough exterior: shock, disbelief, pain. What's her name?" he asked. Amina played with the hem of her dress. "Alina," she said shyly. "She works far away. She sends me letters." My heart thumped. The name hit the biker like lightning. He stumbled again, back hitting the side of his motorcycle. He braced himself, breathing hard. "Alina," he repeated. She's my daughter." The entire street seemed to stop breathing. A memory flickered across his face. One he didn't speak yet, but I could almost see. A younger Alina, maybe a teenager, arguing with him, running away, leaving behind a home that never felt safe. A father broken by his own mistakes. A life spiraling into guilt. I knelt beside Amina. "Sweetheart, do you know your dad?" She shook her head. "Mommy said he left before I was born. She said he'd be dangerous." The biker shut his eyes, and a tear carved a path down his scarred cheek. His voice trembled. "She's right. I was dangerous. I was stupid. I ruined everything. But that tattoo, she drew it for me when she was little. Said it would keep me safe." He touched his chest. I kept it close. "And you have it too?" I nodded. "Your daughter gave it to me when we were young. Said it was her reminder to be brave." His breathing hitched. "You knew her?" "Before life took us separate ways," I said quietly. The biker looked at Amina again. She wasn't afraid of him. Children often see truth more clearly than adults. "Sir," she said softly, "why are you crying?" He dropped to his knees so he could face her eye to eye. A big man brought low by a small girl. "Because," he whispered, "I never thought I'd see anything connected to my daughter again. And then you said you're her sister. That makes you." Amina's voice was barely audible. "Your family?" He nodded, unable to speak. A sudden memory flooded him. A tiny Alina sitting on his shoulders. Her laughter echoing. Her drawing on his arm with a pen. "Hold still, Daddy. This is magic ink. It protects you." He had believed it then. He had lost everything after. He looked at Amina with trembling hands. Does she talk about me?" Amina shrugged innocently. "She says she hopes you changed." The words sliced him open and stitched him back together at the same time. He exhaled shakily. "I'm trying, little one. I really am." People around us whispered. Some filmed. Some stared. But for the three of us, nothing else existed. A gentle wind blew. And for the first time, the biker didn't look like a menace. He looked like a man begging for forgiveness from a life he once destroyed. Can I walk you and this gentleman while you look for your mom?" he asked quietly. "Just to keep you safe." Amina looked at me. I nodded. She smiled. "Okay." As we walked down the road, I couldn't help asking, "Why did you step back when she mentioned the tattoo?" The biker rubbed the back of his neck. Because her sister gave me hope once when I didn't deserve it. And hearing her name from a child I've never met, it felt like a sign. Like God grabbed me by the collar and said, "Look, you still have a chance." We turned a corner and saw a woman running toward us, Amina's mother. Tears streamed down her face as she scooped the girl into her arms. "My baby, where were you?" I was terrified. Amina pointed to us. "They helped me, Mommy. And he knows sister." The mother stiffened when she saw the biker. Recognition burned in her eyes, then anger. But before she could speak, he raised his hands, voice soft. "I'm not here to cause trouble. I needed to know she was okay. And that Alina, that she's alive." The mother swallowed hard. "She's alive. And she's doing well. But it's best you stay away." He nodded, pain visible. "I understand." As he backed away, Amina suddenly reached out and grabbed his hand. "Sir," she said, "if you really changed, maybe one day I can tell sister I met you." A single tear fell from the biker's eyes. That would mean the world to me. He climbed onto his Harley, started the engine, and before leaving, looked at me. "Thank you for being there when she needed someone." I watched him ride off into the setting sun, not as a Hell Angels biker, but as a father aching for redemption. And I couldn't help wondering, do people truly change? Can one moment rewrite years of pain? If you believe in second chances, in healing, and in the power of kindness to reconnect broken lives, share this story, subscribe to Kindness Valley, and remind someone today that hope is never wasted.